prefer.
Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to go over this project, and I'm going to ask you a few questions that my buyers would ask me.
Absolutely.
And so over to you. Just tell us about this project. It's
Great.
exciting.
This is a really unique and exciting development taking place in View Royal.
Okay.
And we expect to break ground in May or June this year, and the project will be finished and ready for move-in. We expect in spring 2025. That's
Excellent.
2 years hence. It is an 82-unit building over 5 stories, right against the edge of the Island Highway and facing into Portage Park. It's in the center of View Royal, just by the 4 Mile Pub. In fact, the property is adjacent to the 4 Mile Pub and just below the Municipal Hall.
Excellent. And just to give others perspective who are listening out there, because you're like, okay, where's 4 Mile Pub? Where's this park? Where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fantastic location in the sense that it's only 10, 15 minutes to downtown.
10 minutes from downtown. You know, in fact, it is geographically the center of Victoria.
Oh,
when we
really?
take into consideration that people come in from the West Shore and people go out to the West Shore in their commute every day. View Royal is right in the middle of that. So physically speaking, it is actually the center of what we call our Victoria, including Condo and Langford. So it is extremely convenient. And yes, it's 10 minutes from downtown. If there's heavy traffic, it'll be a little bit more, but still a very, very easy commute.
Excellent.
And it's only half the distance to Langford and Colwood. So if people are coming in from that far, you know, they could cut their distance in half.
And for those who watch my video, and they'll all speak to this, I always say, how far am I from Costco? And what I love about this place, it's only a 10-15 minute 10-minute drive.
It's 10 minutes from everything
so
in that sense.
I'm 10 minutes to Costco, I'm 10 minutes to downtown, and God forbid the hospital isn't too far away.
Well, the hospital is very close as well, of course, Vic General.
And it's literally in the same
area. It is
area.
the Helmcken Road Hospital, so that is another under 10-minute drive, 5-6 minute drive.
Yeah, and that's really important to me and my viewers out there is location, location, location before anything. So thank you for touching on the location part. Now let's move on to the project, which you said is completing 2025. What else can you tell us?
So there's a lot of technology in this development, including the Nest thermostat system, which is a highly efficient system for heating and cooling your home. Also, of course, there is a central heat pump. And then, of course, it is controllable in every unit and within every unit.
So you get AC, because a lot of Victoria condos, just for the buyers out there, they just get an electric baseboard, and in the summertime, they're cooking, and they're at the very Costco I love going to, buy those portable ACs and try to put it on their
And they're absolutely
doors.
in need of air conditioning. That's right. It is getting hotter, and more buildings are starting to offer this. Yeah.
Okay, but back to the project. So there's this new technology for heating the system. What I like to know about the amenities too.
Sure. Well, one more thing before amenities.
Excellent.
And well, it is an amenity, but every parking spot beneath the building for all 82 units, every parking spot has its own EV charger. Will have its own EV charger. So this is a more and more pertinent thing all the time.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit ahead of the game, but this is now the normal expectation for people.
Absolutely.
And so many more people are buying EVs or fully electric cars that they need charging stations. So that's another real attraction for people.
Well, and it's no additional cost because the other projects, pre-sale projects I've spoken to, they said we could put in an additional charger for you at a cost.
Sure.
This one,
but these are all going in as the building is being constructed. This is part of the original build, so it is included in the price. Correct.
Okay, excellent. So,
in terms of amenities, well, of course, Portage Park is literally on the doorstep of the building. I mean, the main floor suites. For dog lovers and so on, they open out directly onto the park. So from the veranda area of the main floor suites, they go right to the park, perfect for dog owners and for that area. If you know Portage Park at all, and if you don't, you should go there and walk the trails. It's great. And you can get onto the Galloping Goose and so on. So in terms of being outdoors, and we call it being next to nature, it's nature's neighbor. Well, you are nature's neighbor. I mean, looking out, you see the tree line all around you. The building itself is not taller than the tree line. So it's really very well planned in that respect. You know,
so it fits in with the
environment. It fits in, absolutely. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb or anything. It really fits in. And of course, the trails are right there. I mean, you can be walking on the trail.
There's a mall close by, if I'm right?
There's a mall. There are malls. Yes, there are.
There's a little strip mall. Because for me, when I live in a condo and I want to go grab a quick bite, or I
Yeah.
want to hop on that bus and go quickly to work. Like for me, it's all about what am I close to?
The closest thing is Admiral's Walk, I believe. That's the little shopping mall. And of course, there's the
Yeah.
Canadian Tire and so on over at the corner of Admiral's and
That's right.
Craig
So
Flower.
it's got that close.
Yeah, so it's
by.
quite close. I mean, that's within
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes max. We're close, of course, to, well, in View Royal, naturally, we're close to the fire station, so it's not that far from there. To give you an idea, some people will know that big fire station.
But there is some distance, which is nice too.
There is some, it's not next door,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
within
yeah.
about a kilometer.
Okay, but it's good to point that out too
Sure.
for buyers.
Yeah.
All these key points. The other thing I wanted to ask you was about, okay, so you've got these amenities, cost
Sure.
of these units, and build. Who's building this project?
So the award-winning GT Mann is
I love
building the project.
Yeah.
And so if anyone doesn't know about them, I encourage them to look them up on the internet because they are, as we say, multiple award winners year after year after
and
year.
generational.
That's right, generational builders. So
Yes.
they've got a huge history in Victoria, and there are, of course, many buildings attributed to them. So easily researchable. You can find out more about them on the internet. And as I say, accolades for ages. They've got more than you can
Okay,
imagine.
so that's reassurance right there. Because
Absolutely,
for me,
yeah.
the developer is really important. And when they said GT Mann, I was like, okay, I feel comfortable doing a video and meeting this project.
And our owner, Mark Rice, who's heading the project, this is, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm spot on, this is the 5th project, the 5th building
He's
that
done with
he
that.
has done with GT Mann.
Okay, so
So
if agents are aligning with these developers, it means that they're taking care of all their stakeholders, and they're
Absolutely.
definitely ensuring that buyers are getting a great product, which we're putting our reputations on the line
Absolutely,
when we
yeah.
market that and advertise to you guys out
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
that's good. Thank you for
industry
that.
standard quality
Indeed.
and industry beating quality. That's what they're known for. So
Excellent. Okay, so what are units starting at in this project?
well, we do have as low as $399.9. Of course, there is that's fairly
Including
limited.
parking. Okay, so we're back now discussing the prices here. Sorry, we're trying to position ourselves to get you guys more information here. Feel free to tell us anything
Sure.
about the
Goes
pricing.
from junior suite right
Okay.
up to 3-bedroom.
Excellent.
1 2-bedroom are the bulk, of course, of the units. Prices start at $399 for that junior suite, and they
Right.
go right up to $1,149 for a 2-bedroom penthouse
Penthouse.
with a
Oh.
wraparound balcony on 3 sides. And this is, of course, all the park here. That side is the island highway.
So you're looking at the water,
And
the
you're up on the
trees.
top floor and you're at the top of the tree line. It's idyllic, really, really special. And of course you have the balcony on 3 sides, uninterrupted.
Okay, but for me, okay, and for some of you guys out there, you're investors. For you, it's like, hey, I'm not worried what my tenant sees. I'm cared about the numbers. So what's the, and for numbers, you're looking at the cheapest floor plan, like the smallest size.
Yeah.
Which one would that be? What's
It is this B1 number 508, that's the $399 suite.
That's the $399 suite.
That's it.
Okay, now, as you move up higher, the
Yeah.
units come with parking, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so with the unit, let's say it has parking,
Yeah.
it's the cheapest unit, what range are we looking at price?
$469 around there. $469 for 1 bedroom, and that has parking, correct?
That has,
Yeah.
that, so that's, for a 1-bedroom,
For a
correct?
1 bedroom, correct.
If we're studios, what are we?
Single unit has parking. The penthouse has 2 spots, but the other spots have 1.
Excellent. Well, I absolutely am really impressed with the developer. What I'm seeing here, the price is reasonable in this market, given we're going into a crazy market right now.
Sure, yeah.
I feel comfortable with these prices. I feel comfortable with the developer, and I feel very comfortable with the location.
Absolutely.
Because for me, no matter what's going on in the stock market or the global crisis, when I invest in real estate, my number 1 rule is location, location, location. So before you even talk about all this stuff, I like the location.
This
All
is
right.
so unique too, because in View Royal,
Yeah.
the geographic center of Victoria, there are no other projects like this.
Yeah, they're
And
pretty much
it's-
anti-development on the
It's
island. I
really
find.
unique.
Yeah.
to find something like this in that spot, and people are recognizing this. So there's already a lot of interest. Our sales center opens in March. It's not open yet, obviously, but there is there's a huge amount of interest actually already.
I know, and one of my buyers that you know who you are, because this video is for you, really pushed me to like find out when is this launching so I could come in and be the first to book them a unit.
It's created a huge amount of attention.
Okay, so now that we've been through all that, let's look at the unit.
Let's take a look at the unit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the appliances and everything.
So this is the appliance package that comes standard. There is an upgrade package available.
Okay.
And in our large paper guide, I'll show you details on that. This is a KitchenAid package, the fridge, stove, and microwave, and also the dishwasher here.
Okay.
4 unit. And as I say, there is an upgrade package available as well for interested parties. But this is certainly, I mean, you could change these up.
Upgrade, what do you mean? What's in
Just more premium, more expensive appliances to replace the ones that are offered initially. So, for example, in the penthouse, they will have this type of fridge where the doors are the same wood grain
let's show that.
as the rest of the suite.
I gotta show this to you guys because I do kind of like this. Where your fridge doors match all the cabinets. You could upgrade to that.
It has a beautifully unifying look. It really is spectacular.
And then you got the wash, so you've got in-suite laundry in here.
Exactly.
No, I like what I see.
So the standard appliance package is very popular. Now you can upgrade, as I say, and also you can upgrade various other aspects, such as flooring, and a lot of different things actually can be changed. Here is the flooring. This is the fur scheme, which is slightly darker than the grand scheme there, but still the same thing. Regular is vinyl flooring. This is engineered flooring, so it's photo etched and there's ridges in it and so on. Your pets, it looks absolutely real.
because the claws of the pets.
Yeah, your pets won't be able to scratch this, so that's the whole idea behind it.
Right.
You could upgrade to hardwood floors. There is that option. And you can do upgrade of the cabinetry, the countertop, the backsplash, and hardware pieces as well. So you could completely individualize if you like. It's really up to the occupant. So.
Wow, well, for someone who loves their wardrobe, I love my customization too, so this is good that I get to pick and choose.
Being able to have that choice makes a
right?
big difference, for sure. Whether you take it or not, but just having that choice makes a big difference.
Okay, so where did the name Proxima come from?
Oh, this is actually a separate.
Oh, that's another project. Okay,
that's a development in Esquimalt, at the corner of Lamson and Esquimalt.
Okay, so it's just in your showroom.
And I think it came out of in proximation to everything else, because it's a very central location. It's under build right now.
Same developer.
GT Mann, of course, is the constructor, and
when's that one finishing?
that should be. They've already broken ground. It should be available.
And it's sold out, or?
It's not sold out, but about 80% of the units have been sold.
Okay.
75 to 80%. I think we might have reached 80 by now. But that's a beautiful spot as well, very central, and I think it's proximation to everything around it. It's really the center.
Video on that one too,
That's
I think.
That's a really good one. Yeah. It's the
Sorry,
center
I
of
just
the
saw it.
No,
I was like, I
worries.
gotta ask you about that one. Okay,
Yep.
but back to the Grand and Fur. Let's go have a look at the the color schemes.
Sure, absolutely. So the Grand here is a little lighter than the second one, the Fur. But this is, of course, basically, obviously, this is the hardwood floor. This is the engineered. So that's the upgrade. That's the regular one. So this is the engineered floor, and this is the hardwood floor. You can see the wood behind it there.
Okay, gotcha.
And then this is the counter, and you'll see this one is a little lighter than the counter over here. Slightly different design. It's more involved on this one. They're similar, but a little different. You'll notice this flooring here is a little darker, as are the bathroom tiles, the backsplash. There's just a slight difference. I can show you some images of what they've rendered for here. And let's spin down through this a little bit.
And I always like to ask this. Tell me, if you were gonna, move into this unit, would you want it to be dark or light?
I would prefer it to be light.
Me too.
Yeah, the lighter hues suit me better. So
I like that.
This is the fur scheme, and then we'll just go through some. All right, so we start with Grand, and this is just what you've seen previously. Just as we've seen previously, exactly the same, but I'm hoping for some As you can see, you can change almost everything. The tub, the shower, the finishes, your paint finishes and so on, decorative light fixtures, that type of thing.
Okay. All right, so no, this is excellent. So for more information on this, we can definitely do.
There's an information brochure.
So we'll put that in the link for them.
Absolutely, and it is really informative and a lot to go through actually, yep.
Excellent, so this is great. Anything else before we wrap up for today?
If I can just find a picture of the no, they don't have one in here, but
well, that's lovely.
Sometimes this is a rendering for outside the building. This is from the Island Highway side, so that's the road in front, and beyond those bushes, that's the parking lot for the 4 Mile Pub, and behind that is the Municipal Hall. This is the Island Highway, so you're directly into the park.
Excellent.
And that one with the balcony on 3 sides is at the far end of the building on the top floor. So away from the road, completely in a park-like setting. That suite is idyllic, I think.
Glenn, we love you. We love the project. We thank you for your time.
Oh, my pleasure, I must say.
And if any of you want to come through the showroom or ask the wonderful Len any questions,
by all means.
Let's book an appointment. More information in the link below, and we'll be in touch. Cheers.
Thank you.